Here Allah describes the believer's attitude towards even fitna, even bala. What is it? It's actually a terrible test, a difficult test. I can't imagine a test harder than the one given Ibrahim alayhi salam. Right? And then that test and the anguish that it must have come with. It's not at the moment of cutting the knife. You have to understand, the first time he sees the dream, how disturbed would he be? And then on top of that, he sees it again, and then he sees it again, and then he sees it again. And when he sees it again, then he has to even telling his son must have been a huge test. And then looking at his son in the face and telling him that test. And then his son telling him, do what you're told, must be so hard to hear too. That's not an easy thing to hear. And then every step they're taking to go and do the dhibh. And the knife that he has to put in his bag. You know, and the fact that he has to lay his son down, every second of that is such an incredible test. The test isn't just the moment of and then Allah stopped him. The whole thing was a test. But all of it, as gruesome, as grueling as it was, Allah describes it as al-bala, which means a great test and a great blessing at the same time. Clearly. What does that tell us, you and I? That, every test includes in it a blessing that you may or may not be able to see. I may have lost a lot of things because of a test. I may have suffered losses of different kinds. وَنَقْسٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ. Right? It could be that you lost people. Family that used to love you hates you. Could happen. Friends were lost. That could happen. People could die. People could get sick. People could turn their hearts could turn away from you. All that is naqs min al-anfus. Money that you had disappears, vanishes, it goes away into nothingness. And then what thamarat, and the investments you had, the fruits of your labor that were going to come forth, can just vanish. And what does he say at the end of that? Well, Bashir, congratulations to those that have sabr. Like, why are you congratulating after they lost money, people, and fruits? What's the congratulations? It's congratulations because if you can go through that trial, understanding that behind this, there must be a blessing. There has to be a blessing. Allah even says in Surah Ash-Shura that He holds rizq back from His slaves. Because if He opened its doors, they would have fallen into sin.